Talking Supps with Kim and Adrian.
Yeah, episode 2.
Episode 2 of Talking Supps.
And I'm actually very happy with episode 1. We got a lot of good feedback from it.
We got a lot of good feedback, yeah. So thanks for that. So we shall continue on with Talking Supps, and today we are talking
amino acids.
Amino acids, which a lot of people are confused about what amino acids are and what they do.
Yep.
So basically, in a nutshell, amino acids are protein.
Yes.
They are the building blocks of your body. Your body uses amino acids for everything from skin to hair to how your nails grow. Everything in your body is basically controlled by amino acids.
Yeah, it's all controlled by cell regeneration.
Exactly right. Yeah. So amino acids go into two groups. You've got non-essential amino acids and essential amino acids. Mm-hmm. To put them all together, you're talking about basically about 22 amino acids.
22, 23, give or take.
Yeah. Depending on, it can be, some people will say 23, but of those, 3 are amino acids that are absolutely not used for anything in your body.
No.
So if we talk about it, we'll talk about 20 essential amino acids, of which 9 are essential. Now what it means by essential is that those 9 amino acids you have to consume in your diet, from your foods, etc. When those 9 essential amino acids are then present in your body will make the others to make up that chain of 20 amino acids. And that is the perfect environment then in your body to function, for everything to grow, to regenerate, to recover, and to repair.
Yeah.
All right. So, why do bodybuilders or athletes or weight trainers need amino acids? Well, basically because we're doing more, so that your body needs more.
Yeah.
In a nutshell.
They can be burnt as like a 4th macro if you think of it.
Yes.
In that way. So if you are doing more strenuous exercise, or even through a highly stressful environment, your body will go through your blood dosage amino acids a lot quicker than they would than say an office worker.
All right.
So that's why people need to supplement with some BCAAs and some essential amino acids.
Exactly right. And we shall go into those particular amino acids in a little bit. But basically, I'll just quickly run through the 9 essential amino acids. So these are the amino acids that you have to get in your diet. So, but I'm not going to go through the actual what their functions are, because there's all sorts of different functions. If you want to, you can just Google it and you're going to find out heaps of information on it. But basically the 9 are leucine, isoleucine, lysine, methionine, phenylalanine, threonine, tryptophan, valine, and histidine.
Funny, interesting thing about phenylalanine is if you pick up any soft drink, you will find on a label contains phenylalanine because it is naturally sweet.
That's right.
So that's a little interesting factoid for you.
Yeah, there you go.
Don't consume Coke on a daily basis to get your essential amino acids.
little side disclaimer.
Yeah, disclaimer there.
Yeah. All right. So basically, where do we get these amino acids? We get them from our food. Mm-hmm. And some foods are what's called complete amino acids, which means they've got all those 9 amino acids in there, those essential ones. And some are what's called incomplete. So generally your dairies, your meats and everything are complete amino acids. And then some of your plant-based products and things like that are what's called incomplete. Mm-hmm. That's why you'll find a plant-based protein, they will usually then, in the ingredients, you'll see some amino acids that are added. So what they do is they'll add the missing essential amino acids.
Like say if you were to take a pea protein, for example, pea protein is an incomplete protein profile, so they'll add that, they'll offset with like a rice, which work very well together, but rice is a complete protein. So you've got a combination of both. You still got your plant-based, but now you got a full chain.
Exactly right. Yeah. So that is the basic rundown on your amino acids. They will do what they do. Well, they do lots of things in the body, but as an athlete, we're looking at recovery.
Yeah.
That's, as a bodybuilder or a trainer or any sort of athlete, you're looking at extra amino acids for muscle recovery and muscle repair. And of those, there's basically the 4 of them.
Yeah.
Which if you go into any supplement shop, you'll see amino acids, you see your branch chains, which are the 3?
Yeah. valine, isoleucine, and leucine.
Yep, exactly right. So those 3 amino acids are called the branched chain amino acids. They work together in your body basically for muscle recovery and muscle repair. Now, the other most popular amino acid you find in supplement stores is glutamine. And glutamine is what's called a conditionally essential amino acid.
Yep.
So it's not one of the essential amino acids, 9, because your body does make glutamine, and it is actually one of the most abundant amino acids in your body.
If you do want to top up your glutamine through food, you can always take in broccoli sprouts, kale, cruciferous vegetables. They contain something called glutathione, which is then metabolized to glutamine as well.
Exactly right. So up to 30 to 35% of the amino acid nitrogen in your bloodstream is glutamine. So as you can see, it's very abundant in your body. And your body makes it all the time. But if you are an athlete, in any sport, you will go through a lot of glutamine. And basically your body can get to a process where it can't keep up the demand for glutamine, and that's where glutamine supplementation will come into play.
That's when eventually you'll find you might have like irritable bowel, leaky guts, you might get, your immune system might run down, because all them 3 are run, glutamine is fed through into the immune system. It's great for like muscle injury and muscle repair, cellular wall regeneration. So it is very, very important.
Exactly right. It is most probably, I would put it above branched chains as a, if you're going to pick between the 2 amino acids, the branched chains or glutamine, which one would you use? I'd put glutamine first.
Glutamine.
So whey protein, like people pick up whey protein, they say there's no glutamine in here, but there is, but it's glutamic acid. So your body will then convert that glutamic acid to L-glutamine in your body. So don't worry, there's heaps of glutamine in your whey protein, and there is heaps of branched chains. It's actually glutamine and branched chains are the most abundant amino acids in whey protein. So that's why whey protein is the preferred source of protein used by all supplement companies. And if you are an athlete, that's what you should use, unless you have a dairy intolerance or something. But really, you see some bad raps for whey protein, but it's the best. It's, years ago they gave a protein efficiency score for protein, and it was based on egg, and they gave egg like it was 100. Like it was perfect. Egg albumin was the perfect protein. Then when they came out with whey protein came on, it actually got a score of like 135 over 100. Because they didn't want to reset that score for egg, so they gave protein a really higher score. So now people said, how can it be more than 100? Well, that's because it is just so much better than egg.
And now if you look at the protein scale, now you'll find that egg albumins are at 97 and whey's at 100. So
that's right.
They have recalculated
they
to make
change it. But back then it wasn't. It was really funny. All right, so quickly, I'll just go through some of those benefits of glutamine, because there's so much. It really is the king of aminos as far as I'm concerned. So it improves gastrointestinal health, gut health. So it's always been good for irritable bowel syndrome, ulcerative colitis, etc., and things like that. Good for your digestion, etc. Hence, again, it helps with leaky gut and ulcers. It boosts your brain health, because your brain uses glutamine as a fuel.
It's a neurotransmitter.
Is that why you're depleted in glutamine?
No, I just need food, which is probably why I'm eating glutamine.
So again, improves IBS, irritable bowel syndrome, and diarrhea. Promotes muscle growth and decreases muscle wasting, which is again what the supplement industry promotes. Glutamine, mainly us. So muscle recovery and muscle repair. All right. It improves athletic performance and recovery from endurance. Hence the recovery again. Can help burn fat and improves diabetes symptoms.
I just want to read this one out. I find this very interesting. So we've got like about 14 dot points here, and all of them have like their what do you call it? This is what I'm talking about. I can't remember the word. It's got this case study, like the number written like, so you can reference it. And number 7 was burns fat and improves diabetes. So I just want to read this now. Researchers indicated that HGH levels, human growth hormone, are up by nearly 400% after glutamine supplementation. This hormonal response leads to an increase in resting metabolic rate and improves the afterburn effect of EPOC post-exercise. This afterburn effect is essential for burning fat, weight loss, and building lean muscle mass. That's interesting. I never knew that, and that's a good dot point.
Yep. So adding on there, glutamine also burns fat and builds lean muscle mass by helping suppress insulin levels and stabilize blood glucose. This enables the body to use up less muscle mass to maintain blood sugar and insulin sensitivity in the cells. In fact, 6 weeks of supplementation with 30 grams a day of glutamine markedly improves some cardiovascular risk factors as well as body composition in patients with type 2 diabetes. So there you go.
If you're a type 2 diabetic, smash 20 grams of glutamine a day and...
That's right.
Yeah, you start your way to a better health.
Exactly right. So that's... basically, how much to take, people ask all the time. I think if you're an athlete, anywhere from 10 to 20 grams a day. Add it into your protein shakes, add it to your foods. Glutamine is really it's got no flavour. It's got a little bit of a sweet tinge to it.
It's sort of like just powder.
Yeah.
Just powder.
Yep.
Can't really put much food.
Yep. But add it, a minimum of 10 grams, but really, if you want really good athletic performance and benefits of glutamine, up to 20 grams a day.
Yeah.
I think Nick Jones always told me that pump in at least 20 to 30.
Yeah.
If you've got a cold or a flu symptoms coming on, then you could really double that because of the immune boosting properties. And there has been many a time I have fought off a cold coming just by increasing my glutamine intake. So that's a basic rundown on amino acids. So I want to touch on, there was a study just recently on branched chain amino acids, and the study came out saying that the body didn't absorb these branched chain amino acids unless the other essential amino acids were in place.
Because the first thing BCAAs do is they want to increase protein synthesis, so the rate your body can utilize protein and the amino acids to actually get what it does, and decrease muscle protein breakdown, which is what you don't want to do.
That's right. So basically they said that, there's not much benefit of taking branched chains unless you take them with an essential amino acid blend. Since then it's come out that the study was a little bit skewed, which all studies can be skewed to whatever the result they're trying to achieve. Basically, if you are an athlete, a weight trainer, bodybuilder, and you're taking protein powder, whey protein as a supplement, or a good complete amino acid protein as a supplement source, you're eating eggs and meat, etc., you will have plenty of essential amino acids floating around in your bloodstream, which will then help absorb the uptake of any extra branched chains you're taking. So, if you aren't taking any of that, well then that might be an issue, which is what the test was based on. All right. Now, people ask me all the time too, where does amino acids come from? I've heard amino acids are made from blood, from the runoff from the abattoirs, or made from meat, hair and feathers from ducks and things like that. Now, well, they were originally. Nowadays, generally all amino acids are manufactured through a fermentation process from plants. So they're synthesized from plants. Some amino acids are still on the market and are made from whey protein, and it's basically a chemical reaction once the whey has been isolated from the curds, etc., and then they isolate it into the separate amino acids. If your amino acids are made from that, it will generally be in the ingredients, it'll say derived from whey protein.
Or it won't say vegan friendly.
That's right.
That's another key.
Exactly right, So if it says it's not vegan friendly or whatever, it's most probably derived from whey protein. As far as I know, nothing is anymore made from blood runoff or hair and feathers.
Nothing.
Unless I don't know if they come from some overseas cheap source or something. Look, and they still could be in some countries, but generally, as far as I know, and from the research I've done with our suppliers, all of the amino acids on the market are from a direct fermentation process from plants and are generally vegan friendly.
There you go.
That's it. That's a rundown on amino acids. I hope you got something from it. So basically, amino acids are food. They're still in the food category.
Yep.
And your body will make most of them as long as you have a good, balanced, healthy diet.
Yeah. Balance is the key here.
Balance is the key. But for athletic performance, we would highly recommend that you supplement with extra branch chains and especially extra glutamine.
Definitely.
Thanks, guys, and we'll catch you next time on Talking Supps.
Bye-bye.